This is CNN.
As the work continues there at Ground Zero, Lower Manhattan, the official death toll again continues to change nearly on a daily basis. But at this point, the numbers we have, 3,040 of the number of people believed to have lost their lives in the World Trade Center attack, 569 missing, 495 confirmed dead, and 1,976 for whom death certificates have been issued. As the work continues above ground, I want to take you on a different program this morning. The sight can be painful and eerily familiar. A pile of twisted steel and shattered concrete smoldering where mighty towers once stood. Workers have already hauled away more than half of that wreckage. That's above ground, but below ground it is another story. CNN's Beth Nissen went there recently.
Around the clock, grappler machines claw at the estimated 1.2 million tons of World Trade Center debris, only part of which is visible at Ground Zero. The rest is compressed below ground, in what might be called Underground Zero. 6 levels of what used to be a parking garage, shopping concourse, and commuter train terminal beneath the Twin Towers.
Just be aware that you may have hanging debris, wiring.
It is dark, dank, eerie. Broken water mains have formed small, foul lakes. Water drips steadily from the fire hoses up top, still pouring water on wreckage that has smoldered for 12 weeks now. The air is heavy with the stinging smell of smoke, with swirls of ash and fine particles.
This was a parking area for employees.
Hundreds of cars burned here when their gas tanks exploded from the heat of the burning towers above. Other cars were crushed when Tower 1 fell. Debris punched through the adjacent World Trade Center Building 6, sliced through the parking ramps. Cars tumbled into the vast crater. Some still clutch improbably to sharply angled concrete. Few Ground Zero workers go down here. This team from the Port Authority Police Department Emergency Services Unit came with a group of engineers monitoring the site.
There is a backup and support group to any of the engineers that come down here to see how far they can go, where they can go to.
No one can go far without hearing the sound of rubble shifting and tumbling as grapplers pull at it from above.
That's a sound of falling debris.
That's a common sound.
There have been collapses because of soft debris shifting. As they move out metal, it creates a void, and then things start to shift, and they've lost a couple of machines.
Does it make you at all uneasy to be under this?
It's uneasy, but you're cautious. This area is, with the condition that it's in, could change from day to day.
It is changing. Whole walls of compressed debris are shifting.
This is moved already the length of my hand from its original point.
That is putting pressure on floors, causing them to crack and buckle.
A lot of this buckling is recent. This is just last, what, 2 days? Due to the shifting of the support columns and the construction of the heavy machinery upstairs. So every day you come down here, it looks a little different and becomes a little bit more unstable.
Unstable, even where debris is super compressed in the depths of the World Trade Center's sub-basement at the PATH commuter train terminal.
There's actually parts of a collapse that has generated all the way down into the PATH track, 6 levels below street level. And we've gone through some of that debris, and you could pick up pieces of paper that refer to being on the 40th and 50th floor, or all the way down there.
A Port Authority police officer managed a speedy evacuation of the entire train terminal that morning.
Tuesday, September 11th. Somebody was on the phone probably here with this paper and dashed out.
The station was empty when the towers collapsed and debris crashed through.
Oh, you can come up. This is good right up to here.
At the jagged edge of the crater, a sheer 2-story drop to the train tracks below. Most of the commuter trains had been sent back through the tunnel to New Jersey, although one train remained in the station empty. The huge pillar of debris missed these cars, but crushed the rest of the train flat to the track. The debris is most dense, most compacted here.
That wall right there, see how it's all compressed? That's all from Building 1.
More than 10 stories of the World Trade Center tower are compressed here into about 10 feet. Entire floors of an office building reduced to about 12 inches each.
All right, we're coming up.
This is a training drill on how to step lightly.
It is a long and precarious walk back up to ground level, back out to ground zero. The jackhammers and grapplers and steel saws will be working at the surface for months yet. It may take as much as a year before any full-scale excavation of underground zero. Beth Nissen, CNN, New York.
So hard to believe so many times we've seen those images before. Check out the latest developments coming up here in a moment. We'll have the latest on the search for Osama bin Laden and a closer look at the ways possibly he may have escaped Afghanistan.